U.S. stocks, they managed to bounce back after briefly cutting their gains in volatile trade Monday afternoon as investors reacted to a report that the Federal Reserve is close to tapering down its bond buying program. Now stocks, they briefly took a step lower after a Financial Times article released around 2 p.m. stated that Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke is likely to signal that the central bank is close to tapering down its $85 billion a month in asset purchases during the highly anticipated press conference on Wednesday. Also on Wednesday, the Fed is expected to provide an update on its economic projections for 2013 to 2015. Meanwhile, today on the economic front, the New York Empire State Manufacturing Index that gained to 7.84 in June from negative 1.43 in May, exceeding estimates for zero. Meanwhile, homebuilder sentiment jumped with the NAHB Housing Index soaring to 52 in June from 44 in May. This marked the first time the index rose above 50 since April 2006. Meanwhile, U.S. crude oil prices, they rebounded on concerns of a price shock due to Mideast tensions, namely in Syria. President Barack Obama met with leaders of the world's richest countries in Northern Ireland for the G8 today, and the euro remained steady against the U.S. dollar, all paving the way for quite the interesting finish to this, the first trading session of the week. Speaking of which, taking a look now to see how the Dow Jones has performed. The Dow is on the upside, 109.6 points to settle in at 15,179.85. In a breakdown of today's major market movers, we first begin with shares of Netflix, which soared to lead the S&P 500 gainers after the online movie streaming company struck its largest ever original content deal with DreamWorks Animation. Facebook, meanwhile, edging higher after the social networking company sent out invitations to members of the press for a new product event this Thursday. And Smithfield Foods advanced after shareholder Starboard Value said the pork processor should be instead broken up rather than sold to the Chinese meat company Shanghui International.